In this video, I'll show you how to get all 3 secret chests for the Vault of Glass raid. This path can also be used to get the all-white shader. So the first thing you want to do is head over to the right and find this rock up against a pillar. You're going to want to wedge your sparrow up against that rock and get off of it and hopefully phase through the ground. Sometimes it takes a little while, but I get it pretty fast here. After that, you'll want to follow the path I take. You're going to want to watch out because there's invisible barriers back here, so I land on one there and jump around the one that would be directly above me. So our goal here is to hit the next loading zone, but die immediately so that we spawn within the loading zone. And those vines is the cave you want to hit. Sometimes you will die immediately upon hitting the loading zone. Sometimes you'll just have to fall and die. So there we go. Now I'm inside. And we can just head down like you normally would to get the first secret chest. After you've gotten the secret chest, you'll want to head back up to where we kind of spawned in this loading zone. And once you're back up, you're going to want to head all the way up till you get to the gate or the exterior loading zone. So we can summon a skimmer. Or a sparrow, if you know how to sparrow fly. The chest at the door that you can see there is not accessible, unfortunately. So our goal is to get on top of terrain on the left side of the arena here, because there's a gap that will allow us to get out of bounds. There's a turnback barrier here, but it's not a big deal as long as you get your skimmer on top, like I did there. And the goal is to get it through that hole you can see there. It might take a while, but if you line yourself right up against the wall, there's actually no turnback barrier there. The skimmer actually falls in right there, and so you can follow it through. The next thing we're going to want to do is, again, wedge the skimmer, in this case, up against the wall or rock. I slide into it here. I don't know if it actually pushes it, but it was worth a shot. This might take a few tries, but I do get fairly lucky here, and it doesn't take too long. I reduce my frame rate because that can increase the chances of you glitching through the map. And there we go. I made it through. And then just turning the frame rate cap off. So next we're going to want to head down, and we're going to hit the Gorgon's Labyrinth checkpoint and then immediately die to get in it. We hit it, then we end up dying. And that'll spawn us at the top of the Gorgon's Labyrinth, and then you're just going to want to jump down like you usually would. So, even though we haven't done the first, second, third encounters, the Gorgons are still here. And even though it's not a darkness zone, if you die, it'll still act like one and teleport you back to the very start of the raid. So you really don't want to get caught. So first we have to open the door. So there's 3 boxes. So the first one you can access from up on this rock. And then just follow the path I take. If you're on Hunter, you can use invisibility to get past these guys really easily. If you're on Titan, you can sword fly higher than their detection range, or just follow the route without using too many abilities. Unless you're not worried about them being able to detect you. That's the second box there, and now we're going to head to the third one. There you can see the door to the next area is sealed off, so we're going to have an interesting way to get to that. I'm just waiting for this guy to go around so that I can actually make a break for it. You don't want to sprint or jump or use any abilities or shoot, because they will head to your location. The only time you're going to be shooting is obviously to destroy the boxes. As soon as I shoot that box, I move away because the Gorgons definitely heard it. At least that one did. And so he immediately heads over instead of following his usual loop. And as soon as he goes behind that rock, because I know he's gonna loop around, I make a break for it. Now that the door is open, if you want to make a break for the chest and don't mind getting caught before opening it, that is fine, because we're gonna have to head to the start of this anyways. And the easiest way to do that without going back to orbit is just to let a Gorgon catch you. And now as the chest comes into view, I sprint for it because the Gorgons won't enter the room where the chest is. And there you go. That is the second chest. So now we want to get caught by a Gorgon or just restart the raid and make your way back into the Trial of Kabir. You again want to go up with the skimmer to the top, because we're going to want to glitch through the same wall that we did before, because we want to get to the Gorgon's maze again, but we don't actually want to die immediately because we don't want to head inside. And here, like before, bring it up against the wall and get through the map. Here I didn't have to turn my frame rate down, I got a bit luckier. And you're just going to want to follow the path I take. Here I'm going to try to stay as close as I can to the tunnel that would normally take you down, as to not hit any death barriers. or invisible walls. And you see that square all the way at the bottom? You can land on that. And that would have been the exotic chest in Destiny 1, but now houses a plate for the Vex Mythoclast Catalyst. We're going to want to make our way around. On the left, you don't have to go into that little gap I went to. In fact, it was a bit of a mistake, but it didn't actually do anything. You should still be able to do this on Hunter and Warlock, either using Shatter Skates or Strand. So now you can see we're on top of the Gorgon's Labyrinth. And we're going to want to make our way to that pathway, or the exit, on top of it at least, and try to hit the next loading zone from there. I do die here, but it's fine if you die as long as you make your way back. A really good way is jumping up here. Then you're looking for this gap with a well-lit rock. That'll hit a loading zone, and here it instantly kills me, but if it doesn't, you'll just want to swing away and just die to the void. So now that we've hit the next checkpoint, the loading zone, you'll want to just make your way over to the chest like you usually would. There we go. That's all 3 chests. And if you've made it this far, thanks for watching.